Hello, thank you for joining me. My name is John Mears and this is your 7 steps to marketing success for painters and decorators. Today we're on video number 3. Step 3 is building an advertising plan that you can rely on. So, the key to a reliable business is multiple marketing streams. And why is this? It's because having a few sources where new business can come in means that you'll never go without. All too often businesses rely very heavily on one source of new business. That might be word of mouth, or it might be they only use Facebook ads, or whatever it might be, but they rely heavily on that. So if that stops working, then suddenly they're in a lot of bother, and it really can hurt your business. So today we're going to look at 6 different types of marketing streams and advertising streams you can put in place for your painting and decorating business. That will be some free and some paid, but it's important that you try and pick at least 3 of them. 3 to 5 marketing streams is a really good position to put your business in, because it means that you've always got at least something that's bringing new business in. And the more new business you bring in, the more demand there is for your services, the higher you can put your prices up, and the more choosy and more picky you can be on the type of work that you do. So first things first, word of mouth, an absolute favourite for painters and decorators, and should be a big part of any business. Having a good reputation and working on word of mouth is, don't get me wrong, a good thing for a painter and decorator, and it can lead to a lot of work. I know of people who have had 20-year careers, never been out of work because of word of mouth alone. However, word of mouth, you're not in control of it. You can't control whether people will recommend you to their friends or anything like that. And because of that, you need to have something else in place as well, because chances are at some point the phone will just stop ringing, and it might only be for a week or two, it might only be for a couple of days. But if your only source of new customers is word of mouth and the phone stops ringing, then you don't know what to do. You're not in control. You can't say, all right, I'm going to focus more of my marketing budget on this to pull in some leads, because you don't have any other marketing ideas. You're too reliant on word of mouth, and that's something that you're not in control with. So yes, word of mouth and a good reputation definitely needs to be part of your business. It's something you should focus on, and we'll talk about it more in this series. But on its own, not enough. So what else can you do? Free and paid social media. So social media can be massive, especially for painters and decorators, because what you do is so visual. Before and after photos are one of the most powerful things you can put on social media. Think about all the adverts that get the most attention. It's always the weight loss, it's the transformations, it's the something's gone from this to this. And as a painter and decorator, you're doing this all day, every day. So you most definitely have at least some social media presence that you're using on the free side of things. You don't have to be on every platform, but if you can be on at least a few and focus some of your time on what works best for you, then it only has to be 15 minutes a day or so, but keep a presence, help people out, talk to people, network with people, post pictures of your work, show people what you're doing, be active in local Facebook groups and things like that. All of these things will help to increase the amount of leads that come in. And if you want to start spending money on paid advertising, honestly, pound for pound, Facebook is probably the best place at the moment to be spending your money. You can reach huge amounts of people for very little cost, and it's the sort of thing where you can do it quickly and get leads fast. So understanding how paid advertising works on social media is a skill that any business owner should at least know and understand and be able to use if they need to. Google Ads is another one. Again, it's something you can implement quickly and relatively cheaply, and it's something that will deliver results quite quickly. So again, you don't have to implement Google Ads. You don't have to use it, but this is one of the options out there, and I think you should at least have an account and be ready to go with Google Ads if you need to. And even if it's just to help you keep a presence, you only have to spend £1, £2 a day or something like that. But if you're consistently at the top of Google in your local area when people search for painter and decorator, more work is going to start coming to you, and it's something you can control. If you've got too many customers and you don't want it, then you don't want any more, then you just turn your Google Ads off. Same with paid advertising on Facebook. You just turn it off when you don't need it, you turn it on when you do need it. Leaflets. Big topic in painters and in the painting and decorating world. Some people think they're great, some people don't think they have any point or use at all. To me, I think it should be part of any marketing plan and any marketing campaign. They work brilliantly when you pair it up with other things. So if you've got good word of mouth around the town, you've got a couple of paid adverts going on Facebook, you're quite engaged in local Facebook groups and on social media, and then you've got leaflets dropping through people's doors as well, then it's all combines together to bring in more and more leads on a more consistent and reliable basis. Now, a lot of decorators think that you just do this at the start of your business and it helps you get off the ground and helps you get some customers, but I think you should do it on a regular basis, even if it's only every couple of years or so. Doing a good size leaflet drop might just help you go, all right, well, I've built up a database of customers, but why don't I do another marketing campaign and just see if I can raise my prices? And when you raise your prices, you'll take on some new customers from this new marketing campaign, and you'll lose a few of your old customers because they were only with you for the price. And over the years, you can steadily just keep raising your prices and building the quality of customers that you work for. Getting new customers on board should be a constant pursuit for any business because it helps you to grow and improve your business. So leaflet drops, even if you just keep some in the van and do a quick leaflet drop down the street whenever you're waiting for paint to dry or whatever, then that's fine. If you want to do large scale leaflet drops, again, I think that's a good idea. And mix it up. Don't use standard cheap A5 leaflets. Get A6 postcard size ones made up, or drop business cards through letterboxes. They work great because people tend to keep those and they stick them on the fridge, and it means you can get a lot of business, not necessarily straight away, but further down the line. Advertising in parish magazines or any sort of printed adverts, classifieds, things like that, local newspapers. Again, I think as part of a larger marketing campaign, this is something that you can easily build in. It's relatively cheap. Most of them will start at sort of £30–35 a month to have a small listing. Most people that I talk to say that, look, the phone doesn't start ringing off the hook as soon as you put an advert in, but having that consistent presence in there helps the local community build trust in who you are, and the more regularly they see you in that magazine every single month, the more likely they're to go, yeah, this guy's the real deal, let's give him a call next time we need some decorating doing. And then finally, email marketing. Email marketing is a whole world of its own, and that will be a different video one day. But having a list of all of your existing customers and emailing them on a regular basis, it only needs to be once a month or once every couple of months or something like that. As long as you're delivering value to them, you're giving them something that's of interest. At the start of the year, you might go send them an email saying, here's the new color trends for this year, and just keeping in touch with your existing database. It's a free or very inexpensive way of just keeping top of mind with all your existing customers and making sure that if they want some work doing, they're going to think of you first. So there's 6 free or pretty cheap advertising marketing techniques that you can use for your painting and decorating business. You don't need to use all of them, but certainly don't just stick to one of them. Try and have at least 3, 4, 5 of these different types of advertising going all at once, and then just monitor your budget around that. So you might find that most of your good leads come from social media and Facebook ads. If that's the case, then put 80% of your time and your budget into Facebook ads and social media and stuff, but keep the other ones going on a small scale, just in case Facebook turn around and go, right, all advertising is going to cost twice as much, or everybody leaves Facebook and goes to the next big social platform. Things like this can happen. Leaflets might stop being effective, parish magazines might shut down, email marketing, spam filters might take over, and you might never be able to get an email through to your customers. Google ads might get too expensive. Word of mouth, that can go away. What if you have to move town or something like that? Or all of your customers are quite elderly, and you have to keep thinking, where can I get my next customers from? How can I keep attracting more and more customers on a consistent basis so that you can make your business more secure? And having multiple streams to do that is exactly what you need to do, and it will just, if anything, it just helps you sleep better at night. Okay, so thank you for joining me on this one. I hope it's helped. Next time, the fourth video is going to be mastering social media. We're going to talk a lot more about how to approach social media, what you should be doing on there as a painter and decorator. As always, if you want the free bonus, I've got a 60-page ebook that accompanies this video series. Go to jmears.co.uk/ebook and you can put your email address in and I'll send it to you for free. And it's got a load more detail on everything that we're talking about in these videos. Hope it helps. Have a good one. Cheers, guys.